Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to SAVEDNews TV. And we are here today to report on some news that have come out that Israel hits Bethlehem on Christmas Day. We did not bring you this information yesterday because many Christians observe December 25th as the Christmas holiday, which they consider, sacred and holy. As many of you know, that Israel is in a war with Palestine and the Hamas, well, really Hamas, and that it happened on October 7th. Now, many do not know that October 7th was also considered a high holy day to Israel, which was the New Year and new the 50th New Year as far as concerning being in Israel, the 50th year. So we want to cover a few things and let us know the Hebrew year of 5784, which began on Saturday, October 7th, 2023, and ended on Sunday, October 8th. And that was considered the high holy day because of the Hebrew year. And at that time, many of us know that Hamas struck Israel and there was ensued the war. So anyway, in turn, we have Israel that strikes, blessings to you also, that also strikes Jerusalem on the same day, okay, which is Christmas. All right, so we're going to pull this article so you all can see. This is coming from Joy Reid, and she quoted Al Jazeera's, and we're going to also go over that article and the Mint, and we're going to watch a video also regarding the bombing. Now, many are saying in the Al Jazeera article, it states that the city of Bethlehem, which is occupied in the bank where the Bible says Jesus Christ was born, and normally a jubilant Christmas celebration has turned solemn, and that Israeli forces carried out raids on that day. We're going to also bring up here briefly so you can see the raids that was carried out, the airstrikes that was carried out on that day. Okay, so let me add this real quick to my feed so you all can see the airstrikes that was carried out. Okay, let's see here. You all know how technology can be sometimes. Okay, let's add this to the screen right quick. And we're going to show you what has been reported here. This is just a quick 15-second clip of the airstrikes that happened at the camp on December 25th. The Freedom Theater, which is a news organization in that area, reported that there was bombs lit up the air. So if you can see, let us take the volume off, and you can see these are the Christmas Day strikes that happened over in Israel. Now, the Mint is also reporting, people don't call until you get on live. The Mint is also reporting that um, there was a airstrike during that time also. So as you can see, hopefully you can see the airstrike. Okay. Y'all, I'm up late pulling this information together, so please give some mercy to me. And I'm going to, because a lot of major news organizations are not reporting this information. As you know, this last year, not last year, this month, we reported on this that Christmas was really sort of canceled in Bethlehem. Not canceled, but the festivities. If you get Save magazine and go to SAVEDnews.com and go under the magazine tab, scroll down and make sure you subscribe so you can get it in your email. So there wasn't as many people in Bethlehem as there normally would be. So let's go over this article from the Mint. Israeli airstrikes Bethlehem on Christmas Day amid raids across occupied West Bank. Here's a picture. The Israeli forces, Hamas war, stepping up its attack against Palestine-Israel Defense Forces, IDF, conducted some deadly Christmas Day raids against Palestine targets in the occupied West Bank. Israeli forces conducted overnight raids in Nablus, Jericho, Ramallah, and Bethlehem, areas that hold significant Christians as they believe Bethlehem is the birthplace of Jesus Christ, as per news platform Al Jazeera. The development comes amid a surge in violence in the occupied West Bank after Israel launched its war against Hamas targets in Gaza, which killed more than 20,000 people, including innocent citizens. Israeli forces strike the West Bank on Christmas Day 10 points. 1. Since October 7th, terrorist attack on Israel, the IDF has attacked Palestinians in the West Bank multiple times and killed more than 300 people. 2. Notably, Hamas has a very limited presence in the West Bank, and the local population accused Israeli forces of widespread human rights violations in the region. 3. Al Jazeera that Israeli forces killed at least 20 people around the villages in the city of Nablus in the occupied West Bank. 4. The report said that incidents of violence have witnessed a significant surge in the last 3 months and encompass a range of actions such as shooting, stabbing, rock throwing, physical assaults, as well as acts of arson resulting in substantial harm to resident vehicles and agricultural areas. 5. Moreover, from the Israeli forces, the attacks by Israeli settlers in the region also are on the rise. 6. The Palestinian Health Ministry on Sunday informed that at least 70 people were killed in Israeli airstrikes in the Mehazi refugees in Gaza. 7. The health ministry called it a massacre and said more than 100 people were killed in Israeli airstrikes overnight in central Gaza. 8. The death toll mounts as the health facilities in Gaza remain stripped and crippled by Israeli strikes. The IDF claims that Hamas militants have created a safe hideout across the hospitals in Gaza. 9. The Israeli army said the fighting is complex and complicated war and has lost many soldiers in the battle. 10. The increase in the intensity of air raids comes after the UN Council passed a resolution boosting aid to Gaza. Okay, so as we can see that there has been a notable amount of airstrikes that has happened in the Gaza and Bethlehem on Monday, which was Christmas Day. So we want you to chime in whenever you want to. Drop a comment in the comment section regarding this. Israel was attacked on their high holy day on October 7th, and the Israeli forces, according to news media outlets, have started an airstrike on Bethlehem and the holy cities on Christmas Day. So tell us what you think. We're just here to report the news, and we might not see this in mainstream media because they are not reporting these types of actions that's going on. Again, like I stated, this came up on Joy Reid's, which is MSN feed, and it stated that on Christmas Day in the occupied West Bank began with an attack on the Jenin refugees camp and several arrests. The raid on Monday morning followed several others across the territory, which saw dozens of arrests and the shootings in the neck of a 17-year-old boy. According to Towns, hit was Bethlehem. Jenin, commonly viewed as a symbol of Palestine resistance to occupation, has been repeatedly targeted by Israeli forces since the war on Gaza began in October 7th. On Monday, the Jenin-based Freedom Theater, which the video you're watching now, a popular symbol for peace and hope that was recently raided and vandalized by Israeli soldiers, described how Israeli forces lit up the sky with flare bombs whilst raiding the camp. We're not going to get into the spiritual aspect of this. We know that there are 10% of Christians that occupy the West Bank in Bethlehem. The population is 10% Christians. And again, if you go to our page, Save News Magazine, SAVEDnews.com, you can read the article where we talk about how I'm going to bring it up for you, how Christmas was canceled. So in essence, it really was a blessing that excuse me, it was really a blessing that the Christmas celebrations was canceled. And it was canceled due to the solidarity with the Christian church and the Palestinians in the region. Now, this is an article that comes out of our December issue, excuse me, of Save News Magazine. Just scroll down to the bottom of the page and subscribe so you can get it each month. But this is, excuse me, this is in our December issue. Well, anyway, let me give me some water. Like I stated, I've been up a lot of the night getting this information, but you all be blessed. We'll bring you back more information and more news as it breaks. And thank you for tuning in. You all have a wonderful day. God bless.